I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Wednesday, December the 14th. Started out with Monday with those big gains in the cash feeder cattle auctions brought on by the board, which was up big. Now we get into Tuesday, we saw still higher markets again in your cash feeder cattle auctions, but maybe starting to moderate out just a little bit, but sure enough higher compared to last week. Look at some Tuesday sales there. Kingsville, Missouri, there in west central Missouri, right after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, had a load of 808-pound steers at $140.85. Talked to a guy there at Kingsville. He said those were the Varner cattle right up there on I-70, all black, really good condition, but not gant, and sure enough not thin, just really good cattle, and they sure brought a really good price. But the market was also really active on good weaned calves, which you had a lot of, and plenty of the buyers really active. And you look at some other markets in northern plains there. Glacial Lakes Livestock in Watertown, South Dakota, quoted 116 head of big steer calves weighing 653 at 153, and that was just after 2:30 on Tuesday afternoon. But we did notice one thing in all the sales across the country there: your Pee-wee lightweight calves not nearly as active as they were earlier in the fall, because we've really already got all of our wheat cattle turned out, and people not really wanting to background and shut up lightweight calves, Pee-wee calves, but they've really started to come in on some of the bigger calves. The 6-weight calves, which they were kind of staying away from earlier, those cattle have had some cold spells on them. They're hard weaned, and really the kind of cattle guys are ready to background. They can just background them on hay. Maybe they've stockpiled some grass or fescue pastures, and they can supplement feed them through the winter, and they won't get too fleshy on them and grow up and make some really good feeding type cattle after the winter there. But another storm's blowing in, so the northern 2/3 of the country is going to see a big cold snap, and going to probably see more snow than they've seen so far this year. But the main thing we're looking at is the holiday schedules are really up in the air this year, with Christmas and New Year's falling on a weekend this year. You really have to check your schedules to see if your sale barn's going to have a sale or not. Probably not going to see a big run up in your slaughter cow prices this time during the holidays, because there's going to be quite a few sales, with the exception of the Southeast. The Southeast always shuts down because those shippers, they just want to have a couple of weeks off, and it's really the only time they take a break. But some of the other sales may be having a sale right up through, except for the really late week sales on Thursday and Friday. They'll sure be closed this next week and probably be open there before New Year's. But that's your feeder flash for Wednesday, December 14th.